Have you ever wondered how to make a great soup? Today I'm going to go over the basics of what goes into a hearty and delicious, protein-packed vegetable and garlic sausage soup that's so easy you can make this with almost no cooking experience whatsoever. Welcome to the Capital Kitchen. So, let's get started. Here are some of the ingredients that I'm going to be using today, but don't worry if your ingredients don't match mine exactly. Feel free to experiment and find what works for you. Start by chopping some fresh celery into 1/8 inch pieces. Make sure you use the leaves of the celery too, because that's going to bring a lot of flavor to your soup. In a large pot, add 3 to 5 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to go in with our celery and then our carrots first because they're a little bit harder than the onions and they're going to take longer to cook. Grab yourself one of the most questionable looking vegetable peelers you've ever seen in your life and peel 1 large carrot. Dice the carrot into roughly the same size as your celery and add it to the pot. Give everything a quick stir to prevent anything from burning. That smells so good. Cut a large onion in half, give it a few cross cuts, and roughly chop it. So we end up with pieces that are looking kind of like this. Not super long, not super small. Once everything's in the pot, you'll want to season the veggies with some salt to draw the moisture out. I'm just using a coarse sea salt. You could use table salt, whatever you want. Just careful not to put too much, because you can always add more later. But you can't take it away. Today we're going to be using Capital garlic sausage because it's an easy and inexpensive way to really boost the protein content and flavor of our soup. You can cut these coarser, you can cut these finer, do it however your heart desires. Toss those right in. So this has been going for a couple minutes now, maybe 3-4 minutes, and I got the heat turned up a little bit, so what you can kind of see is these little brown bits that are sticking to the bottom of the pan here, and we're gonna deglaze that with some of our tomato that's coming up in the next step. I'm not sure if we're gonna need the whole thing or not. I put almost half, not quite half. I'm just gonna set that aside and give it a stir for now. You see how much cleaner the bottom of the pan's gotten? We've picked up all of those brown bits and all of that flavor, that caramelization is now in the tomato sauce. And this is what Nono would call the condiment.
The condiment in there. When you got garlic, onion, parsley, a little bit of olive oil, you know, it started to get a good from there right away.
I don't know why, when I hear condiment, I think ketchup and mustard, but no one always calls this part of the soup the condiment, so we've got our condiment made. Add about 6 liters of water and some bouillon or soup mix to taste. Give everything a stir and bring it to a boil. In the heat of the moment, I got a little too excited and I forgot to put the cabbage. And now our soup is like on its way and the cabbage isn't done. So here's how we're gonna save this and still get the cabbage in there. All right, now this part's pretty embarrassing, but hey, it happens sometimes. If anything, just don't even listen to me at all. Don't even make a soup. Ideally, you'd add the cabbage at the same time as the onions. So we're gonna saute this separately to get the cabbage caught up. So last week, I almost cut my finger off. This week, I almost forgot the cabbage. Next week, I forget to cook at all, you know? Okay. Add in roughly half a pack of any short noodled pasta. I underestimated how much the pasta would grow, and I ended up using the whole box, which is a bit too much for my taste, but feel free to experiment. Add in some washed and strained kidney beans. Finally, chop 5 or 6 cloves of fresh garlic and add it in with a good crack of black pepper. I made a soup! Serve up a couple of nice bowls of soup and top with your favorite grated cheese. The best parts, you get some cheese on top, just like Nono would do it.
Cheese had good flavor to the soup. That's what I'm doing. See, little bit of cheese.
Lots of cheese. Make it a good one. Right. Worked hard for this one, eh?
I don't have the Italian fingers.
Oh yeah, it's hot? Oh, put it down, put it down, put it down.
Whoa.
It was a good soup.
This is a good soup.
It really is. This actually really tastes amazing. There's very strong tomato flavor. I think I put just the right amount of the passata in there, the strained tomato. Delicious, delicious. I didn't even get a piece with the sausage yet. Oh, that's a killer bowl of soup. I'm not totally surprised because I kind of thought I knew what I was doing, but I've never done it before. But that's good.
This might be my favorite thing. You.
Yeah? Okay, well, you heard it here from Nick, the Simon Cowell of the duo here. And he likes it, so you know what that means. All right, so that's it for today's Capital Kitchen. I hope you really enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, whatever it is you want to do, you know the stuff. I love hearing from you. I love reading the comments. You've been so supportive and amazing, not just to me, but also to my nono and the rest of the team at Capital. And it's just been a lot of fun to go through your comments and read them. So please leave some more because it really makes all of our day. And yeah, I hope you like this recipe. I hope you make it. Send us some photos if you do. Give this one a try. This actually turned out even better than I was expecting it to before we started. Amazing soup. And with that, roll the